What it do, Vision Gang? It's your girl Sauce Sky, and I'm back in the motherfucking place to be. You digs. Alright, we finna get into some things, you know. As you can see by the title, BET presents the Encore. We gotta do it. I missed last week's episode, so I really feel like nothing really went on. But this episode, woo! So I'm not going to hold y'all any further. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts. Elaborate on mine. Tell me if you agree to disagree. I'm open to everybody's opinion. And so let's get into some things. I wrote it down. So if you see me looking down, it's because I wrote down what I'm like different things about everybody. So let's just get into it. I hope y'all can see me pretty good. Yeah, that should be. All right, so I'll try to start with the people that's a little simple and then go bigger and bigger. Let's start with Pam. Pam is very low key. Do you understand what I'm saying? Pam, she was a great queen. I would not take that away from her. She's definitely level-headed. She tries to understand both sides of the story. Ain't really quick to jump to conclusions. So I really like that Pam is still there. I mean, Pam don't really, when others are arguing, Pam don't just jump in and be like, I think, you know what I mean, be the mediator. But she just kind of sit back and kind of like hear what everybody's arguing about. Because most of the time, even if you are the queen and you try to say, hey, I got something to say, niggas gonna talk over you. And I noticed that with Aubrey and Misha and I think that's everybody that's been queen besides Pam. But Pam was the only queen that did not get spoken over or ignored when tried to say something. She was just the best queen. I know they try to change the queen every week, so. But I just think they really should have just kept Pam as it is, you know what I mean? Let's see. NIEVA. NIEVA is just, I noticed NIEVA is just there for a good time. Dead ass. Yes, she sing, but NIEVA is probably the person that's having the most fun in the house. It may not show it, but you see her laughing. You see her eating, constantly asking where the snacks at. She work out. She be in a jacuzzi chilling. Bruh be doing any and everything but trying to be in the mess. So she really just there for a good time. And you know what, NIEVA? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Because at the end of the day, it's like, what are we doing this for? You know what I mean? Like, what's the arguing for? It's pointless. Ain't nobody really trying to hear the next person. They want to speak over everybody. So I get it, NIEVA. I get it, man. Let us know how them rice cakes tasted. They look a little good now. But she's definitely there for a good time. And then last night she talking about some where the snacks at, man. I feel you, NIEVA, for real, because I could have had that popcorn going like it's last night, because it was some mess. It was a mess. Let's see. Shamari is very level-headed. I can give her that. She speaks her mind in her confessionals, but she doesn't really say much in person. I'm not gonna say she like scary or anything, nothing like that. But she says some of the things that us as the audience think, but she says it in a confessional instead of saying it at that moment that the situation is happening. And I feel like they would listen to Shamari, you know what I mean? Because Shamari don't say much, she don't argue, but she'll let it be known like this is how I feel, whatever. But Shamari, I do feel like at times Shamari played the fence a little bit as well. Because she'll say one thing to somebody and then next thing you know, when that issue is being talked about at that moment, she disappeared. Or she don't have nothing to say. And it's like, but you had all of this to say when it was just us and the other ones. But now that we all as a group, you your hands is gone, baby. You're through the rock, but your hands is like this. You see what I'm saying? But I like SHAMARI though. She seemed like she cool. And got Ronnie DeVoe as your husband in marriage. Okay. I see. Alright, Irish. Irish is, oh God. Irish. Irish, you got all of this. Like, you were the main one saying you want your career to be revived. But I have yet to see you in the studio trying to work on your vocals, because you don't have the strongest vocals in the house. I personally feel like she's at the bottom of the barrel out of everybody in the house almost, besides like Keely and Misha. But Irish, like, even then I put Misha before Irish. I just feel like Irish is not trying. You must don't want your career that bad because you haven't tried to work on yourself vocally. You rather gossip about the twins, or trying to be friends with Aubrey, or be in Misha corner, but you're not trying to do the main thing that you're there for, and that's to sing, to do music. But I don't understand. You know what I mean? And it's, who gonna tell her? But then when you try to tell her, like, you need a little bit more work, it's she ready to talk about you. You know what I mean? But it's like, we all here for one reason, and some of y'all aren't doing those reasons. You know what I mean? Y'all off doing any and everything else but being in the studio. And then you mad at other people for being in the studio and doing what needs to be done because they in there more than you. But you got something to say then. I don't get that. How you gonna be mad at somebody for putting in the work when you could be doing the same? How does that work? Gosh. Keely. What the hell? Keely, for real? Keely should have been the one on the screen, like the Cedar. You know what I mean? Like, calling them, hey, cuckoo! We having a meeting from a distance. But you being in the house in every gossiping corner, it ain't working. It ain't a good look for you. You really showing the world of why Cheetah Girls and 3LW did not work for you. You must play the part in it of why you're not together. It gives us more reason on why we think you did throw that bucket of chicken. Many people have said it, and some was still in denial, like, Naturi might be tripping. Aubrey might be tripping. Some of these blogs might be tripping. But you are showing us again why you were in that situation with 3LW. Because you gossip, you play both sides, you're quiet at times, you don't want to participate, you don't want to sing, and then when you do, you half-assing it. But you can dance your ass off. We've seen that. And and then you vote for yourself every week to be queen. It's like, how do you think you can be queen? You don't even want to be in the group, but you want to be the queen of the group? Get the out of here. Stop. Keely. You need to stop. Kiwi. You need to stop. Seriously. That's just ridiculous, bro. And I hope because I don't know how many more episodes we gotta go. But I just hope Keely redeems herself. At this point, if I'm the only one, then I'll take that. But if y'all feel like, put it in the comments if you feel like Keely is the most irrelevant person in the house right now. That's just how I feel. Until other episodes come out and show me different, that's what I'm sticking with. Y'all put in the comments if y'all think she's the most irrelevant person in the house right now. Because I get, even though I don't agree with what Irish and Misha be doing half the time, at least they in the studio trying. Keely, what are you doing? Every time I see you, you pouring a glass of wine, you gossiping with the twins, you trying to see, where's Aubrey? Aubrey's mattress is gone. Or you cooking steak and eggs. Get the out of here, Kiwi. Stop. Let's get to Aubrey. Aubrey, what are you doing, man? You done been through this before with Daddy Kane. Everybody know you and Dawn got into it. If you didn't know, now you know. And honestly, I didn't know until a lot of other people in blog sites were saying it, and even the people that watches the show with me said that that's what happened. Her and Dawn got into it. I don't know if it was a fisticuffing thing or back and forth verbal. But you done been through this before, Aubrey. Why do you want to do it again? And then it's like you do the gossiping, and then when it's time to speak your truth, I didn't say that. You're misinterpreting what I'm saying. Then explain it, or what you trying to do. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing so much but doing so little. Make it make sense. I love us for real, Aubrey. Come on now. Tell us what is you doing? Because we confused the whole Elijah thing, talking about the twins. Like, why? Elijah, why did you even go upstairs to talk to her, bruh? That's more chaos. Y'all know the twins pop off. Everybody knows that. If you don't watch the show and seen a little bit, you'll know. Why? You should have been up there telling Aubrey, get your ass in the studio. If you are fine and you're not sick, get to the studio with everybody. But you want to go and start talking about the twins with her. Or even then, Aubrey, you brought it up. They showed the replays over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And it's still the same stuff. Aubrey was just, I felt bad for her because it just seemed like that whole episode, she was just in something. How you disappeared for, I don't even know how long it was, but she disappeared. You came back and then you got back in some shit. Just go home. I don't even know if you went home during this process. They said you did. If you did, kudos. Because that seemed like it was just a lot. But last episode, did y'all see this picture? What happened? You want the best looking at Danny Kane, but damn. Anywho, let's get to Misha. Misha. I had to write down some stuff for her. Like, literally had to write down. I kind of skimmed through other people's names, but Misha I had to write down because this is just... One thing I noticed about Misha throughout the episodes that have been shown, never have I ever seen her in the studio without everybody there. You're never in the studio, Misha. Why is Misha never in the studio? One episode, you didn't show up at all because you said, well, you did. You showed up in the studio with everybody. Then you got sick out of nowhere. And I'm not even gonna act like you wasn't sick. But you got sick one episode. It's been times where we've seen people in the studio, they show a camera in Misha's room, she's laying down. Then in the next episode, with everybody in the studio, she up in there in another part of the house gossiping, kicking her shit, talking. One minute you see her in the confessional, pointing at the camera, I'm sick of that shit, them damn Phineas and Ferb. Them damn twins, I don't trust them. Who the hell made Misha queen? Who thought that was a good idea, though? Who thought that was a good idea to put Misha as the queen? It's even been times when everybody's in the studio or on their way down to the studio. Misha's outside with another person smoking, gossiping. Misha, what is you there for, bro? For real. And most of the time that she's talking or gossiping, it's about the twins. It's like, bruh, you're mad because they're doing the work, or that you feel they're overstepping, or whatever the case may be. Is if you feel that way, go do what you need to do to put yourself in a position where you ain't gotta worry about them. That's all. If I don't want to deal with somebody, I would do what I would have to, what I need to do in order to where I don't have to deal with them as much. I know Misha, from what we've heard from other people in the show, some of them don't know how to do the producing and the vocal arrangements and all of that, and that's okay. But Misha, you have to show some type of interest in this. It's just like you there. If anything, I would say Misha's there for a good time as well. More than NIEVA. Bro, like every time we see Misha do a confessional, it's always about Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb is the twins. That's what she call them. Misha, boo. Boo, I'm rooting for you, but you guys to do better. You guys to, because you're a legend, and you gave us some great hits with 2 of your other band members. You guys to do better, honey. Put in the comments what you think Misha should, like, what do you think she's there for? Because honestly, it don't seem like the music. Let's get into the trending topics every week. The twins. From my previous videos, if you don't know, I am a fan of the twins. I'm not like Hugh, I'm not a diehard, I'm not like a craze fan or anything. It's just like, I like that they get straight down to the nitty gritty. You know what I mean? No matter how hard it may seem or whatever they have to endure, they try to get it done. You know, I do feel like, I did see one of their lives last night, I think it was Fallon, and they did say that this episode was edited crazy as hell. Like, they took different scenes from different days, different weeks, and smushed it all into this one episode. And hell, I've never been a reality star, probably never will be, I don't know, but I know that that's what reality producers do. They edit shit the way that they want it to look. But at the end of the day, I know the twins feel like they be keeping it real, and at times they do say stuff that us in the audience thinks, but it's just a way that you say it. You know, I feel like at times they're a little bit too harsh with it, or they're a little bit too argumentative about it, or I don't feel like at times they try to understand what the person is saying. They just be speaking over them, and that's something that I hope y'all see. You know what I mean? I know they could be a pain in the ass. And Geminis, I heard about them Geminis, they bitchy. And they got mood swings like a mug. But they must be passionate, though. It must be something that they really want to get done. Because honestly, out of everybody in the house, they show the most passion for this project that they're trying to do. You know what I mean? Every time we see the twins, where are they in the house besides the kitchen? They're in the studio. In the studio. How can we blame them? Like, this is I think they said this was a month project that they had to do, 30 days or 31 days. And everybody else want to twinkle around the situation instead of getting to business. You up in the house drinking wine, getting in the jacuzzi, smoking cigarettes, all that. But besides being in the studio, like, it's like, what the fuck is we here for then? And, you know what I mean? But I get it with the twins. You know what I mean? They want to get it done, but then you got others that have a different opinion, or they too busy trying to worry about, well, they overstepping, they doing this and they doing that. Then how y'all gonna get shit done if nobody's in the studio? Do you see what I'm saying? And like I said, it's times I didn't agree with how the twins handled certain situations. Like with the whole Aubrey thing, I don't know how it actually went because they said it was edited, but I just felt like they could have approached Aubrey about the not having a club song a little differently. You know what I mean? It could have been just like, hey, Aubrey, I heard you feel like we don't have no club bangers. Why don't you give us some input? Because from what they were saying on their live last night, they've written all the songs. They did all the vocal arrangements. They were the engineers. They were the producers. And it's like, well, damn, I see why y'all been, fussing at everybody. Because they said half the people in the house don't know how to do those things. And they were the only two. But it's just, at the end of the day, it's still about respect. And no matter how passionate you are about something, it's a way to talk to people about how to go about what the task is at hand. You know what I mean? You don't have to be so rude about it. And you can still keep it real and be gentle about it. You know what I mean? Some people may take it as being harsh or whatever, but it is what it is. But put your comments below of what you thought about the episode. I would love to hear y'all feedback. Like, comment, share this video, and I will see y'all maybe with the next episode.